Item Number SCP-105. Object Class Safe. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-105 is implemented with a tracking device and is currently housed at Site-17. SCP-105 is currently allowed Class 3, Restricted, Socialization Privileges with approved site personnel, granted based on continued good behavior and cooperation with Foundation personnel. SCP-105's personal camera, designated SCP-105-B, is contained in a locked safe deposit box at Site-19's high-value item storage facility. Standard positive action defense, explosive, chemical, biological, and mimetic are to be in place at all times while SCP-105-B is within containment. SCP-105 and SCP-105-B or any other camera are only to be allowed to come in contact with approval of the current managing researcher. Description: SCP-105, formerly known as Iris Thompson, is a female human of European descent. Records indicate that SCP-105 was born in, making her years old at the time of acquisition. She has blonde hair and blue eyes, and at the time of this article is 1 meter 54 centimeters in height and 50 kilograms in weight. She does not appear to have any out of the ordinary physical characteristics, and appears to be, for all intents and purposes, a normal human being in good health. SCP-105-B is a Polaroid one-step express camera, manufactured in 1982. SCP-105-B does not appear to have any out-of-the-ordinary physical characteristics, and appears to be for all intents and purposes a normal Polaroid camera, operating normally for all persons aside from SCP-105. When SCP-105 holds a photograph taken by SCP-105-B, the photograph changes from a still image to a real-time image of the location in question. SCP-105 is also able to reach through the photograph and manipulate objects within reach of the original point at which the photograph was taken. Persons witnessing this manipulation report seeing a disembodied female hand, determined to be that of SCP-105, reaching out from an invisible portal and carrying out the actions indicated. SCP-105-B and the photographs taken by said camera have no unusual properties when used by any other person. SCP-105 has demonstrated limited ability to manipulate objects through other photographs, but can only achieve fine control using photographs taken through SCP-105-B. So far, SCP-105 has only been able to significantly advance her ability by using photographs taken by SCP-105-B. Appendix 1. Circumstances of acquisition. SCP-105 was brought to the Foundation's attention shortly after the murder of her boyfriend. SCP-105 claimed to have been on the phone with the victim at the time of his murder, prompting her to hurry to his side. However, telephone records did not correspond to her story, making her suspect in the murder. SCP-105 informed her lawyer that she had, in fact, witnessed the murder through a photograph she had taken with her boyfriend several days prior. The attorney in question disregarded the story and recommended that the subject plead guilty. Subject refused to do so and subsequently told her story in court, offering to demonstrate her ability. This led to Foundation contact. Subject was immediately contained by the Foundation. Foundation personnel retrieved SCP-105-B from SCP-105's home, replacing it with an identical model, and returned it to her. SCP-105's parents were informed that she was killed during the botched escape of another patient, while both were in custody of the psychiatric care facility. Appendix 2. Excerpt from interview log 105 084426. Dated. Begin log. Please give a brief personal introduction including date and place of birth and your name. Okay, my name is Iris Thompson. I was born in Phoenix, Arizona on May 12th. Good. First question. When did you become aware of your abilities? I'm not sure, but I think I was either 10 or 11. I remember because I was looking at a photograph of the ocean and I noticed that the waves began moving. How did your parents respond when you told them? They just said I had an overactive imagination. When did you discover that you were able to manipulate objects through a photograph? It first happened when I was 11, 12 maybe. My family took a trip to the Grand Canyon. I looked through the photo album after we got home and brushed my hand up against one by accident. When I did, I pushed the rock over the edge, falling into the canyon. I could actually hear it clatter on the way down. Go on. I became fascinated with photography after that. Most of the time, it didn't work with photographs I took, but my parents got me a Polaroid one-step express camera. I'd been begging for them to get it since Christmas. SCP-105 started smiling. After I got the camera, the photos got easier to interact with. This camera we refer to as 105B, your personal camera? Yes, sir. How many photos can you focus on at one time? I've gotten up to 10 at once with my personal camera, but I'm sure I could do more eventually. What is your impression of your time with the Foundation so far? SCP-105 remains silent. Please do answer, we don't take offense at these things. It's sort of like new prison, new ward, but I know it's better than what could have happened to me. You've been cooperative during your time here. I'm a pretty well-behaved sort of person. I also like doing the experiments. Some of those things with the photographs I would never have thought of. Do you know why I'm asking you these questions, Iris? No, sir. We've been setting up a special program. If it goes through, you'll be occasionally allowed to leave the site and move about in the outside world. All we ask for in return are a few favors. Are you interested? End log.